Welcome back to the 2018 Oregon Disc Golf Championships. I am Ian Anderson, joined by Ben Baker. We have our Round 3 league card coverage. Tell us a bit about it, Ben.
Well, things are heating up, and the big storyline for sure is Jesse Bickley hanging in there with Scott Withers. Scott came in as the heavy favorite, and Jesse is the young up-and-comer, sponsored by Innova, and he's giving him a real run for his money.
That he is, man. Scott Withers is always a heavy favorite in Oregon tournaments, it seems like.
Yeah.
He crushes out there. Tell us about this tricky hole when.
Don't go in the water. That's really the name of the game. You want to land on this tricky peninsula, which is just easier said than done.
That it is. Scott Withers looks to be ripping out his Firebird.
Yep, gonna hope for that to get down and not skip in the water. But took a troubling skip by hitting in the middle of it. Should be safe rolling into that high grass.
Yeah, a decent putt for a disc in the grass.
Yeah, really is.
Jesse Bickley, also probably ripping a Firebird.
Seems like a great choice for this hole. Don't really want to take your chances going long.
Ooh, good one.
Yeah, nice little trickle.
And Nathan Ryan likes the forehand play as well.
And that sure as well could be a Firebird. It looks just like one.
Right? I wouldn't put it past him. Came up a little bit short there. He'll have to make a decision. And he put it under the basket last time. Can he do it again?
Mr.
Sean Kirk.
Sean Kirk, rocking the Browns pants. It's as good a choice as any for an underdog.
That it really is.
And we'll see Nathan Ryan also rocking the Bills jersey. It's pretty cool, you know. I mean, Scott might as well be wearing a Patriots jersey out there as the heavy favorite.
Seriously, what a putt right there. That's a scary putt.
That's pretty ballsy. Going right at the water.
Withers does not convert.
Nope, just a little short.
Mm-hmm. And I believe we got Sean coming up for his par save.
Yep. Not quite a drop in this time, but no shame in a par here.
Nope, not at all. Let's see tons of fours here.
Yeah.
Jesse's got the dropper this time.
Definitely. That's a great way to start. And with that, I believe he ties the lead back up again.
Nice. Always love a good battle. And with Scott, it's always a danger. It might not happen.
Sure. Yeah, we could see in the last round it looked like Scott might just run away with it already.
Yeah.
But Jesse's hanging in there.
He is. They're both tied at 14 down. We're looking at hole 2. Got decision time here.
Yeah, it's do you lay up or do you go for the green? At 425 feet, you're looking at probably good 350, 375 just to reach that green. And it's just surrounded by OB everywhere. So you can see Jesse playing the nice, easy layup here. Gonna still be a tricky approach just with the way the trees are lined up. But nice and safe.
Yes, no gimme up and down from the layup play.
No, it's really not. It should just at least take a 5 out of the picture, which you can easily do if you don't stay in bounds.
Yeah, very true.
Great drive by Nate right there, making the island, leaving himself probably a 50-footer for the bird.
Yeah, so he had another long putt to start his day. Withers.
Scotty going for it again, but that thing's hanging itself out wide and not hyzering.
I got some flip he did not expect on there.
Will be out of bounds.
Let's see what the play Sean goes with. Oh, he's running the island too.
Yeah.
This looks better if it works.
Oh, but then it just doesn't really hyzer. And same fate.
Wow. So Jesse up first with the second shots. His will be from just short of the DZ.
Jesse really looking like he could take the lead on this hole.
It looks like it, doesn't it? Unless he screws this up somehow.
He almost skipped in for 2.
He did. What a great shot.
Yeah.
So Scott throwing 3 from the drop zone. That'll play.
Yeah, he should get his 4. Nice thing about the drop zone is it's at least a pretty nice angle for a forehand.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Or you can maybe just finesse a putter through there.
Which works for Scott. He loves those little gator forehand ups.
Sure does. Go ahead and get yourself a Withers gator if you like what you see in the video.
Oh, Nate.
Oh, man. I thought he was walking that one in.
Me too. I was right there with him.
Oh.
Just a little bit off. And so is Sean. Here is Jesse. It is a good 3 for him. Get a stroke on Scott and swoop that lead.
Absolutely.
Scott taking his time with the putt for 4.
For those of you curious, this is the last final round, and then they have a final 9 after this for the final competitors.
Okay. And you're saying it's not safari holes, but it's kind of just a mix of the front and back 9?
Correct, yeah. They just kind of made a nice flowing 9, and a lot of the signature holes are featured.
Okay. What hole do they end up on?
Well, for this course, it's 18, but it's really... I'm sorry, 17.
Okay, yeah.
What they do is they go to the original one, which plays as 18 in these videos, I think I'm making this more confusing than it needs to be. But
We'll figure it out when we get there.
yeah.
Jesse has a 1-stroke lead going into hole 3.
Hole 3, you really just want to get around that tree and put yourself safely back in bounds, or you can cut it inside if you really don't want to mess around with the out of bounds.
We see people air to the right quite a lot.
Yeah, I think both Scott and Corey Higdon got bit by going a little too far right last round. Ended up having to just kind of pitch up and make sure they didn't get worse than a 5.
Yeah,
because it's an automatic re-tee basically.
It is. That's really all you need from Jesse. You don't need big distance on this drive. You just need to get out there and safe.
A 3 is a birdie, and it's really just a nice, clean hyzer. Of course, you kind of want to get as far up the fairway as you can to make it another clean hyzer. It's really just a hyzer if you're a backhand player.
It's only 550.
Yeah,
you can break that down pretty easily. But there's Scott Withers.
There's definitely that temptation to get as far around the corner as possible.
Yeah, always make that upshot easier by being shorter. Withers with a destroyer. Looks like that'll play.
That is just textbook. Great shot.
Mm-hmm. He's getting up and down from there. 99 out of 100.
Yeah, it's almost a jump putt.
It is, isn't it? Sean, this looks nice too.
Oh, great. Yeah, I think if there's one shot that Sean really excels at, it's that low, just skinny hyzer shot.
Mm-hmm.
He's great at making it through tunnels.
Yeah, threw that beautifully. Looking at Nathan's second. Is this going to work?
Nice clean hyzer. It's got a chance. Woo.
Dang.
Yeah.
Nice shot from him. Jesse going the forehand. This seems interesting.
Looks like he took a page out of the Scott Withers book.
He did, didn't he?
And well done.
Yeah, a little tough from the distance control. Goes a little bit long, but still that's within his range.
Yeah.
Sean, after a beautiful drive. There you go.
Yeah, tap in 3.
You weren't kidding about a jump putt from Scott.
He really could have.
Yeah, I think so. Just floats over a Nova instead for a nice putt for 3.
Yeah.
And the longest look for birdie coming up from Jesse. It's a good putt for him.
Yeah, definitely.
Nathan, looking to keep pace. Atta babe. It looks like we are in for a star frame here as Scott drops in his birdie. Be followed by Sean doing the same.
Absolutely. They made the hole look pretty easy.
They do.
Which,
honestly,
as we described, you can play it pretty safe and get your birdie.
You really can.
Yeah, but it's just, I think that tree is a little further out than it might look to get around off the tee.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a couple of them barely missed it, so it's definitely in play. Hole 4, we're going left in a big way.
Yeah, I mean, you got to start out right, hyzer around this big clump of trees, and then you basically have the over-the-road play to try to throw a big hyzer and get your 3.
Unless Dion's on the card, then we get to watch that awesome forehand roller.
Man, I love that. You know it.
Yeah, got so much distance, too. That was Jesse up on the berm. Not the best footing, but still a workable line.
I'm going to say that sign's in play.
I wonder. Yeah, I'm curious how close you have to cut it on that second shot.
Yeah.
Nathan taking it out wide as well. Looks to be getting left. Doing a little tree trimming.
Clips those trees, but thankfully fights through them.
Yeah, kind of okay. He's in the flat part at least.
Sure.
Yeah, easier footing, easier run up.
Yeah, especially with this wet grass. There's definitely, what do you want? Do you want to be further up on the hill with funky footing, or would you rather be low, have to take the bigger hyzer route, but have a really clean run up?
Sure. Sean looks to be hanging out with Scott right there.
Yeah.
And here comes some second shots. Nathan with a forehand line here, Ben.
I like this. Just how Dion played it, right?
Yeah, it is. I guess so.
At least for the second shot, because there is that clean forehand hyzer. Oh, I think I jinxed him.
Yeah, it was real close. It's there.
Yeah, it was the last tree he hit.
Just a little bit tighter than this line, which Scott is showing you right here.
Yeah, there's a lot of branches to hit on the way, but Scott does it very well.
Yeah, hit the right trunk, too.
Yeah.
Just kept him real close. Sean looking for a similar result.
That sign is absolutely in play. Sean has to go up high and wide around it, but he does so beautifully.
Yeah.
Just checking up a little short.
Let's see what Jesse does. See how close he misses this thing. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of like you'd really like to go right at that sign if it wasn't there. Yeah.
Oh, wow, Jesse. Great shot.
No problem. Jesse says, I'll take that line all day.
Yes, he will. Nathan giving this a bid for the birdie, but he's going to have to settle for a par putt.
Yeah.
And Sean looking for a 3. There he is getting a stroke on his closest competitor.
Yeah.
Good battle with those two going.
Yeah, I'm not going to say it's a fight for third at this point, but it's going to take, probably both Jesse and Scott slipping a little bit.
Yeah.
To put this into contention.
Yes, and both of them slipping at the same time does not happen often.
No, they're on it.
They are. Nathan thankfully hits his par putt. No harm done. And there is that drop-in birdie for Jesse as he maintains the stroke lead over Scott.
Yeah, he's playing great.
Sure is. 3 down on the round through 4. That is real good. Like I said, stroke lead over Scott. Looks like Nathan's got 4 over Sean, who chased him down just a little bit on that one. We'll be checking out hole 5.
Hole 5, you see Mo showing the big forehand route. Probably the better play if you've got, equal strength forehand and backhand shots. We saw Sean's backhand last time reach the path and end up OB. We'll see if he makes a correction this round.
Jesse kind of flirting with it, but puts it in a great spot.
Yeah. Just want to be out in the open, give yourself a nice centered open shot to lay up across the water into a pretty reachable green. There's not much in the way.
No, and you even have that little backstop action there.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Scott, that's tight. That's going to make for a long second shot.
Catches that branch, and that will make this interesting.
Not stoked. Sean, still opted for the backhand despite the last round OB shot. We'll see if he corrects.
Yeah, it looks like maybe just not quite as sharp or going as big, but perfectly placed.
Yeah, that's for sure. Nathan, this is a beautiful forehand.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to get too tight. It does squeeze that
little.
right side a little bit. Could have good skip there, but I think he's going to have a pretty safe approach.
Yep. Forehands do come in handy in the rough, too. And he's got a great one.
Yeah.
Scott from being way out with that tree hit. Where is this going?
Forced to throw a big Anheuser shot, and that does look like it's going to fade out a little early, but he clears the water safely and still has a look for the birdie. It'd be a great birdie recovery from where he was.
So he hadn't even really made the corner yet.
No.
Wow. There's a Sexton Firebird from Sean, putting it pretty close. Jesse trying to put it closer.
Sexton Firebirds, you might expect. Pretty popular in Oregon.
Just a little bit. Although, I wonder if Withers bagged one. I don't think I've ever seen him throw one.
I'm curious. Maybe just throws gators like 300 feet or whatever.
Yeah, he's a big Oregon fan. I know Nate's a big Oregon State fan, so there's a minor rivalry.
I wonder if that comes into play.
And plus, they're always like personally battling each other too, So
yeah,
at tournaments, that was a good bid from Scott, but he's going to par, see if Jesse can steal another stroke. Jesse.
Oh no,
not great.
Oof. Yeah, I had a chance to take another one, huh?
Yeah. Oh, Sean, what happened this hole?
The basket's just being mean.
It is.
Scott saved par, yes.
Yes, he does, thankfully. And we went from 3.5 birdie looks to one opportunity left here.
He should be able to make this. We'll see.
Yeah. Our boy Nate's got this. That babe.
There it is. Doing it big for the Bills.
Nice.
$1 bills, y'all.
Jim Kelly would be proud.
Yes. As would Thurman Thomas.
Oh, Andre
yes.
Reed, dude. I finally remembered the wide receiver.
Reed.
It took me a minute.
Not to be confused with Andre Rison, the great Falcons receiver.
That is right. We got his house burned down.
That's right. By left eye.
Chick from TLC.
Okay.
His history lessons in sport and pop culture with Ian.
And all the 20-year-olds just tuned out.
Yes, they did.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry. There's Nathan, though, getting a stroke on the card, solidifying third place a little harder as we head into hole 6 where extra distance makes this hole extra easy.
Yeah, you want to throw a big shot off the tee, clearing the water if you've got it. Now, this one, you can already hear the groan. I think that just kind of got hung up in the air and shot down. I don't know if it's tailwind going on or what, but that clearly was not what he was looking for.
The grass looks like there's a little bit of tailwind.
There's definitely something going on. That, I mean, you can't imagine he thought there was a possibility he'd come up that short.
I think that must have just came out early on him. Oh, my gosh. Jesse just barely making the water. Which
makes the corner. Yeah, and you've seen what kind of power he has.
Yeah, he crushes.
And Scott, just no fear.
He's going for that big distance golf line.
Oh, what a crush of an Anheuser.
Wow.
I think there's got to be tailwind going on because just the way that thing finished.
Mm-hmm. I totally agree with you. It came out hard at the end there.
Yeah.
Great shot. Oh, yeah, look at.
Oh, wow. Maybe left to right, actually.
Yeah, I agree. Sean.
Oh, no. And that's going to send him right into the water.
Oh.
does kind of get the pebble skip, but I think he's probably in the water.
He almost Reed Frescured his way out of there.
Right. Yeah.
But not quite.
What a
So
great
here
video.
is Nathan throwing 3. He had to go way back. Wow.
Yeah, because he never came back in the other side.
Yep. But
We'll see
made a
what
good
the
shot from
ruling
there.
is. Yeah, so see, Sean does get the nice benefit of just touching in on the other side.
Okay,
which
that
makes
definitely
a
helped.
big difference. Yeah,
Definitely saved him a stroke.
yeah.
And Jesse from a bush.
Boy, really kind of
Wow.
stuck there. Just did the best he could. I mean, that bush was like head high.
It really was. It was a beast of a bush.
And Scott just a little flick to put himself back in a tie for the lead.
Man, he's going to take an easy 3, get strokes on the entire card here.
Quite a 2-hole swing there where Jesse just missed that putt on the last hole, and then now, unless he puts this in.
Nah, they never had a chance.
Yeah.
Nathan, good cleanup putt for the double.
Mm,
And Sean with the single, I believe.
right.
Saving from the water's edge. It's a pretty nice upshot.
Yeah, it was.
Especially don't want to be long putts in this wind. See Jesse
Sure.
measuring that one up for his bogey. And here will be a par for Scott as they move back into a tie for first place. And Nathan with the double, Jesse with the bogey, as does Sean, and Scott gets strokes on folks on that one as we head into our island hole, 325. I guess not a little island though, Ben, which is nice.
Yeah, luckily not a literal island, no water to throw in. But with this wind picking up a bit, let's see if a couple of these guys opt to lay up.
Yeah, I'm curious. Scott has been going with a thumber, but opting for a backhand here.
Yeah, it could just be maybe a different wind.
Yeah, they can really play havoc with overhands. That flight plate is so exposed to the wind.
Sure.
Really kind of makes sense with the disc change there for Scott, and the throw change ends up on the island, but not super close, but kind of in Scott range.
Jesse ripping out something overstable here. Maybe a Firebird again. And almost puts it in.
Wow.
Great drive from Jesse.
Man, that's what you need right there. You go from a lot of stress to zero stress real quick with a shot like that.
Yeah, I'll say. That's a great way to fight himself back in it.
Sure is. Sean and Nathan both laying up. They're going to play for their 3s.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. I mean, if you're not feeling it, just go with your gut.
Yeah, I guess practice it a bunch and, figure out the odds and the percentages.
Oh, wow, the wind taking that. He catches a branch and makes it over the fence. That looked real scary for a second.
I was definitely worried for him. Nathan correcting off Sean's throw a little bit.
And, yeah, great correction.
Yep, that's how he drew up his 3. Scott.
To make this, and he does to maintain the lead with Jesse parked under the basket.
Man, what a statement putt.
Yeah.
You're not getting a stroke on me.
Right, absolutely. This is my lead.
Oh, what just happened?
Man, rejected.
Oh,
That was
that
harsh.
was a bad one.
Yeah.
Dang, that was all the way down there.
It was low in the basket, and it didn't seem like it was all that hard, but just
No.
the wrong pull bounce, and he's looking back in disbelief.
I wonder if it hit the chain ring on the bottom. I've seen that a couple times
That
where it kind
could
of
be.
dives in on the chain and
Yeah,
doesn't have a slack and it pops right back out.
that's true.
Ooh, not fun to watch though, and especially when it is you.
No.
There is Jesse and Scott. They are crushing it into hole 8.
This hole, I just cannot get a handle for. You got to keep this really low ceiling the whole way. Just to keep it above the ground right off the tee and then get under those branches seems so tough.
That's the line from Scott if it's like 1 foot higher, I feel like.
Right, yeah. Instead, it's a cut roller, and he's got a gnarly upshot.
Yeah, he really does. See if Jesse can correct. That looks better, but too high.
It's just going to be a little too high, even though it looked like a great line. Yeah, this is just such a demanding tee shot.
It really is. He should be able to get up and down for a 3 there, which is a pretty common score, so I'm not feeling too bad.
I wonder if anyone throws the roller here. I don't think we've seen it, but it does seem like a way to take those branches out of play.
I think you're right, man. It's decently open anyway
Yeah.
to get one off. Sean's drifting right.
Yeah.
Not the worst result, not the best.
No.
And Withers work to do here.
Yeah, but he is a master of that standstill forehand shot.
He
Just
is.
with precision.
That will work for a 3, which is all you want here.
Yeah.
Nathan, that's a longer putt for par than he wanted.
Yeah, not too bad, but yeah, still got a tester.
Yeah, tricky little ups here with this downhill green.
Sure. And the wind's starting to pick up, but you kind of want to throw a delicate shot.
Mm-hmm. Jesse with a nice up. Here is Sean. Long bid for a 2.
Oh, off the cage.
Dang.
Yeah.
Great run there. Yeah, it was
good power putt there, save par.
very nice to see. Scott, good par save after that drive.
I think we might have a par frame here.
It looks like it. As Sean will be dropping in his. I gotta feel like it's a pretty common score in this one.
Yeah, you really don't want to take a bogey. There's not too much risk in play, aside from maybe getting outside that path.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's absolutely. It seems like a hole that you should par, but you rarely probably see a 2 or a 4.
Yeah, taking a pretty exceptional shot to get a 2. There are all those 3s. We still got a tie at the top. Scott and Jesse sitting at 16 down on the event. They are 6 clear of 3rd place as we head into hole 9, where scores will change. I guarantee it.
Yeah, talk about the opposite of the last hole. So easy to get.
It really is.
Well, I mean, you're also probably not going to see many 2s, but you'll probably see some 4s and 5s.
Yes, you will. So on the box here is Withers. He likes to run the green, which I kind of like because.
Yeah, but you got that path in play on the right side. Which is OB, Path and Beyond, and he does end up OB.
Yeah, that flipped on him a little more than he expected it to look like. I wonder if the wind was playing havoc.
Sure, there's certainly some wind out there right now.
Yeah, Jesse's been going with a forehand layup play, which is in itself not easy.
Yeah, I like it because it just kind of dives into the ground, and you got the slight uphill as a backstop. But like you say, it's really not that easy.
No, it's not. It's a tiny fairway. Nathan, this needs to get down.
It's got a little air under it, but yeah, that does check up nicely.
That's great shots from him and Jesse. Really beautiful placements. Sean
also, he likes those low shots, but this one just hanging out too wide, and that is going to be OB as well.
Maybe a little left or right there. Those things really just kept carrying right on him.
Seems like it, yeah.
And once the flight plate got over on him.
Yeah, because neither of them looked like they wanted to throw a lot of hyzer on it.
Yeah, exactly. Jesse going for the forehand up. Go in.
Oh, wow. Great shot. Yeah, Scott and Jesse, just masters of precision forehands.
They are. Here's a forehand from Sean, throwing 3 after the OB drive. Should be able to save a 4.
Yeah.
No, not at all. And Nathan, see if we can keep this.
Oh, no.
Oh.
That thing just looked like, I don't know if it was a little grip lock or what, but it just shot left out of his hand. It does come back in safely.
Yeah, found some land at least, but dang. Withers?
Playing a little skip roll. Ooh, it's starting to roll the wrong direction, but does check up.
Yeah, not bad at all. Nathan coming back for his par. Has a great drive wasted, unfortunately.
Sure. Oh, no.
Dang. Coming back the other way.
That's for a double? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep, scores change on this one. They just do. It's usually the wrong direction. It is a bear. There's a bogey for Scott after the OB drive. Nathan for 4. We looking at 1 par on the card here?
Could be.
I think so from Jesse.
It's just not even an easy par, but then with that, Jesse's tied up the lead again, hasn't he?
I think he actually took the lead.
Or did he take it right there? Oh,
yeah,
my
I think
gosh.
Scott with the bogey.
Yeah. Oh, from the hole before?
Mm-hmm. No,
okay.
just right now, yeah. Yeah, they were tied before going in.
All right.
Scott dropping back a stroke. Jesse with 2 great forehands. And that's all we got for this one. We'll catch you in the next one.
All right, see you there.